I'm Ricc Rollins, and this is Going Places. Don't you want to come along? Let's go. Welcome to this edition of Going Places. I hope your morning is amazing, and happy Mother's Day. Here's what's coming up on today's show. Our favorite pet vet, Dr. Nubuhi's back, and we're talking about pets and their behavior in this extended edition of Ask the Vet. The fun foodie mama, Kiva Williams, joins us with some great last-minute Mother's Day ideas. Karima Henry's here with us with an adorable Mother's Day idea for the little ones to make. And Catherine No from The Enchanted Florist shows us the perfect flowers from Mom for Mother's Day. All of this and more, starting right now. You know, last week we talked about the cats and we talked about what was going on with them. And so the dogs wrote and said we need some equal time because some of those cats are driving us crazy, no pun intended, because this is Dog Anxiety Awareness Week. So let's talk about this. So a viewer wrote in, and all these questions are coming from viewers. Does a pet need mental health and well-being?
Absolutely, absolutely. So just like us, you got to take care of your mental state, okay? And you know, I know we're focusing on dogs, but dogs and cats, you really got to watch your pet and make sure that that they're being active not only physically but mentally, and that they don't have anxiety, and if they do, that you're addressing it.
Okay, and that's a good thing. So here's the follow-up to that. What's a common situation pet parents experience with their pets? So when would they know that there's something quite askew?
So usually it's during the holidays, like with fireworks. So firework or storm anxiety, loud noises, lots of light vibrations. That's going to be a big problem.
Okay.
The other one is the main one that I find is separation anxiety.
Okay.
When you are separated from your pet, really for any amount of time, they can experience anxiety. Obviously, the longer it goes on, that will increase the intensity of it. But if you're gone sometimes, maybe even 5 minutes, your pet is already shaking or super nervous or having a lot of anxiety at home.
Okay. There's one that asked that, how does my pet express the anxiety? And could I is the common mistake that they're thinking that anxiety is bad behavior?
So you can have, bad behavior. Our pets do a lot of good things, a lot of bad things, but they can also have behavior that is anxiety based. And it can be hard to tell the difference. Sometimes if a dog's mad at you, they may chew up something because they're mad at you. Okay.
So why are they mad?
Well, because maybe you didn't give them enough love that day or enough attention, or maybe you came home with the smell of another animal on you and they were offended that you even looked at or addressed another pet.
Okay.
They get offended. But no, again, they can chew on things whether or not they're upset with you, but also if they're nervous or anxious, they may chew on your favorite shoes, chew on things at home, destroy things. Try to chew through walls, and that may all be anxiety.
I had a cat that did that.
Yep.
I'm sorry, dogs, but
Yep.
I did have a cat. Mo was the most aggressive. I mean, and it was like he resented being left at home all day long and not being able to go out. And he would chew on, he ruined shoes, he ruined furniture,
Yep.
he ruined a shower curtain. And so, and everybody, I kept saying, what can I do about this? And so it was that he was mad. He was mad. And somebody else is mad in the background. But anyway, we're in a pet store, folks. We're in a pet clinic. So
Lots of babies around.
Babies are running.
We have a daycare right behind us with all the babies in there.
So it's okay. So let's talk about this. What is the difference between pet skill training and pet behavior training?
So good question. Pet skill training, you're really aiming at the commands. So, up, down, sit, stay, stand next to me when you're walking, things like that. So things you can control for a skill set.
Okay.
With behavior training, you're actually trying to target behavioral abnormalities, which the main ones are anxiety.
Okay.
So you're trying to figure out what is stressing my pet out to the point that he is lashing out or being anxious. And then once you find that trigger, we call them triggers, then you can try to desensitize your pet for it, so then they can overcome that anxiety.
So how do we do that? How do we help them overcome the anxiety?
So 2 components to it. You want to talk with your vets, obviously, because we want to make sure that the pet is healthy physically, because sometimes they may have some physical conditions that
And
can.
so they're acting out because
they don't
they're
feel
trying
well.
to tell you, I don't feel well.
Yeah, they don't
Okay.
feel well.
That makes sense.
So that's number 1, making sure they're healthy physically. Now, on the other side of it, the mental component, that's where I usually partner with a trainer, a dog trainer. Okay?
I was going to ask you, and that's so we would use a trainer, because I was going to ask you, is there such a thing as a pet psychiatrist?
So there are board certified veterinary behaviorists.
Okay.
And so they've gone to school to become a veterinarian, and they've gone to even more school to specialize in behavioral modifications for pets, whether that's through training, whether that's through enriching the environment at home, or whether it's through medication. But yes, there is a specialty branch for them. And when I say, a pet trainer, that is not the same as like a board certified veterinary behaviorist. Like they have
So is
a
this more
lot
like
of
the pet
skills.
whisperer kind of guy?
Yeah, this is more of the pet whisperer type of guy.
Okay.
But really, if you find a good pet trainer, they should be able to help you at least figure out the triggers, and then try to help you on a plan or a journey with your pet to desensitize them and help with some of that anxiety. And then obviously, if they reach a point where it can no longer be improved by training alone, usually they'll recommend you back to us, the veterinarians, and then we'll partner with you and do potentially some medications.
Okay.
But we typically don't do just medications alone,
Right.
because
that's
without
not the real answer.
without therapy, without training, you're not gonna get to the desired pet that you want and help with that anxiety as much. You have to do the training and then potentially medication. But sometimes if the training's good enough, that will be able to modify their behavior, so you don't need anything else.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. So there is hope.
There's
is
lots of
help.
hope. There's lots.
But the very first place to start is with a good vet like Dr. Nabuki.
Yes.
Okay, your last and final point to them, Dr. Nabuki.
So, again, partner with your veterinarian, partner with a dog trainer, figure out what's going on. We've got the daycare here behind us. I made sure to include that because keeping your pet active, keeping them exercise will help a lot with those, okay? You may reach a point, again, where you need to do a little more with training, but a lot of the pets, if they can exercise, do certain things, we even have certain supplements here at the store that can help, so stop in, talk to our people. We have calming treats. While we can't officially, as the veterinary community, recommend CBD and things like that yet, there are things sold in pet stores like ours that you can talk with our team members, and sometimes that will help as well. So, that's really it. Keeping them active, talking with your vet, talking with the dog trainer, and looking into supplements and stuff like that for your pet.
Okay. Well, as always, you've been helpful, and somebody out there is saying thank you. I hear Fido going, I'm not. I'm not nuts. But for more information about Royal Pets, the QR code is coming up on the screen. And we'll see you next time, Dr. Nabuki. Take
See you
care.
guys.
More Going Places right after this. When we come back, I hook you up and tell you what mom really wants for Mother's Day right after this.
Hi, I'm Arlene. Welcome to Coffee Speaks and Tea Talks. What's your coffee saying? Whether in for business or just getting away, let Coffee Speaks and Tea Talks be a part of your day. A place for you to come and share thoughts and spirit through a cup of coffee. Come and enjoy with us here at Coffee Speaks and Tea Talks. Coffee Speaks and Tea Talks. Enjoy life one cup at a time.
Back to this edition of Going Places. Mother's Day is right around the corner, and if you've not found that perfect gift, here's Kiva Williams with a couple of ideas that you may just like, and so will Mom.
Mother's Day is right around the corner, and guess what? I have the perfect gift ideas for you. But please know that these are to be enjoyed by your favorite mom, auntie, or mother figure while she's alone, by herself. Because moms want to be alone for Mother's Day. I know that may be hard to hear, but I'm just telling you the truth. I'm a mom of 3. My name is Kiva Williams, also known as the Fun Foodie Mama. And I know a thing or two about moms, motherhood, and all that jazz. So hey, listen up as I show you what a mom in your life may want for Mother's Day, okay? First up, we need our favorite glass to pour our favorite mommy juice, aka wine. So go ahead and grab a signature glass for your mommy. Mine says off-duty mom because on Mother's Day, I'm off duty. Don't talk to me, guys. I don't know, I can't hear you. I'm off duty. And then grab a bottle of your favorite wine. I like supporting local. This is a local winery out of Plant City, Keel and Curly Winery. These two things go together, okay? Next up, while we're sipping that wine, we also like to do fun things like paint. So this is a cool art canvas by Nomadic Fete, a local artist in the Tampa Bay area. She draws the art for you and you just paint it in. You can't lose with that. And then while we're painting and sipping, of course we'll need some munchies, so why not have a cute little snack? Megan's macarons. There's strawberry and key lime. She has plenty of flavors to pick from. These are super cute. And I love supporting local, especially mom-owned businesses. And Eat Rico, she's a Dominican mom who has the best catering. She has sweet, savory. So grab any of her delectable treats and gift them to your favorite mom. And of course, we have charcuterie. I mean, as a foodie, you can't go wrong with a customized charcuterie board or box. This one is especially made for moms. Comes in a nice little container. Look at all those. I mean, you have the fruit, the cheese, the chocolate pretzels, I mean, the jam, the olives. Look how big these are. Oh my God. This looks so divine. I could just eat this right now. So yes, this is by Sapphire Lagoon Charcuterie. She's a mom, so she knows what moms want. And then for the piece de resistance, the last grand gesture that you should do for your favorite mom figure are fresh flowers. I'm gonna pull these out. This is a local business, Enchanted Florist Tampa. These are so beautiful. And there you have it, guys. These are very simple, easy gift ideas. You can get this now. You have about a week to get your act together. Go ahead and start thinking of your favorite mom and purchase one of these gifts, guys. All right? You heard it from me, a mom, that moms want these beautiful gifts, but they want to be left alone. Promise me you can do that, guys. All right, until next time.
Thanks a lot, Keepa. See, I told you I'd hook you up with some great ideas. Well, maybe your budget won't allow you to do those. But our own Karima Henry has an idea, and if your mom's like mine, she'll appreciate it because you made them with these. Take it away, Karima.
Thanks, Rick. Today we are going to make this beautiful craft in honor of Mother's Day. You will need alphabet stickers, a picture of your little one, glue, scissors, cardstock, and a craft stick. Visit my website to get the flower and pot template. You can also use your Cricut to cut out your favorite flower. Apply clear tacky glue to the jumbo craft stick, then attach the green strip which represents the stem for the flower. Use a circle to trace around your child's face. Use scissors to cut out your child's face. Trim off just enough so that it can fit inside the small circle. Use glue stick to attach the small circle inside of the flower. Then glue your child's face inside of that small circle. Trim extra in case it doesn't fit. Now it's time to glue the stem to the flower pot. Add more glue to the top of the stem, then attach your flower. Finally, use the white alphabet stickers to write a message on your flower pot. You can go with "I love you, Mom." It can be a message for your aunt or grandparent, or you can say "Thanks for helping me bloom." Hope you had a great time crafting with me today. If you're looking for some more ideas to celebrate Mother's Day, make sure you visit my blog at craftingafunlife.com. I want to share this book with you, Love You Forever. My mother used to read this to me and my siblings when we were younger, and I just love this story. I love reading it to my kids. Being a mother is such a blessing, and I feel honored to have two boys who keep me entertained quite often, and they also inspire me to be the best that I can be as well. I hope everyone has a wonderful Mother's Day. Make sure to send a message or reach out to that special woman in your life. Back to you, Rick.
When we come back, what your favorite flowers really say about the person that you're sending them to, right after this. Are you looking for something special to tell Mom that she is the most important person in the world? Are you looking for something that says to the wifey that there's only one you, and I want you to know that I am glad that I got you, or someone else that's been like a mom? Well, right here on this episode of Going Places, we're about to hook you up. Joining us this morning is Catherine Na from Enchanted Florist, and she is as magical as the name is of her business. We're so glad you're with us this morning.
Thank you. And it's a pleasure to be a part of this show this morning as well.
Sweetie, I am telling you, I'm looking at this and I'm like, whoever gets these flowers, they are going to know that they are what? Lucky, blessed, adored. I can go on, but those are simply beautiful.
Absolutely. And, you know, it's funny because when we think of Mother's Day is actually a day that we honor not only our mothers that gave birth to us, but also our supporting groups. You know, we have our aunts, our friends, we have our siblings. It's a big village. So we have so much to be thankful for, and we have so much to give. So of course, why not give them their flowers as well?
That is so very true. And you got some flowers that I'm sitting, my mother loved flowers. And so I'm sitting, wow, if Mom was still with us, she would be all in the screen going, and that's this, and that's that. It's beautiful. So go ahead.
So I was going to say, so let me tell you a little bit about that, because the first thing that we always get asked when it comes to Mother's Day is, what colors do I go with? Right. Mm-hmm. So just say, for example, this right here, we have our orange, our white, our yellow. This symbolizes friendship, loyalty, innocence. So something like this, I would say, would go towards a really good friend, someone that you really appreciate, someone that has really been there for you, of course, raised you, so forth. Right. Mm-hmm. Then we have this one. This one is our pink and purple. Pink
Okay.
and purple uh, symbolizes gratitude, admiration, still, of course, love. So, of course, going back to this may be a good one for maybe your mother-in-law,
Mm,
maybe your grandmother, your aunties, of course, someone
hmm.
that's still very special to your heart. But these are the colors that traditionally you would basically use in a friendship like that. And
Okay.
then, of course, we have this one. This one is our red and greenery. A
Hmm.
lot of nature means peace. And
Hmm.
of course, our red is passion and love. So this is something that would most likely go to your spouse
Hmm.
because, again, or of course, that significant other. But this is what the red symbolizes.
Okay.
So again, you have your red, you have your pink, and then we have this where I usually pair it up with some tropical colors
Hmm.
because, again, we want everyone to feel special. We want everyone to celebrate Mother's Day, especially if we have that special someone that we've taken care of or raised or just
Hmm.
want to show love to. So, yes.
So, so is there a color that we should stray away from?
Oh, well, believe it or not, it's funny. So I would probably stay away from blue.
Ooh,
Definitely
that's my
black.
mother's favorite. See, that's interesting because that was mom's favorite color.
Yes, unless we're personalizing it. So we
Okay.
do get orders where, again, it may be a mother, right? My mom, she absolutely loves red roses.
Hmm.
So this would be an arrangement that I would get her.
Hmm.
However, I mean, she is my mom, right? And this is her favorite color. But then again, you may have someone where their favorite color, like you said, is blue, right? We also do those as well. I will say blue is not a natural color for
Right.
roses.
Right.
So it is something that we do design and we create for you.
Hmm.
However, again, whatever that special someone you have, whatever color they want, you got it. But it's not a color that we would just normally just have in the shop, not around Mother's Day. It's just
Hmm.
not one.
So I need to ask you this as well. How did you decide that you wanted to be a florist?
So funny story. I actually have been married for about 7 years now. But prior to that, I was always the go-to person in my family. We
Hmm.
all know what that means, right?
Yes. Yes.
So here we have, hey, we have a baby shower, we have a huge dinner, we have a
That
50th
was me.
birthday party,
That's me.
right?
Yes.
Who does everyone call?
You.
Catherine.
Well, I'm
So
gonna
I
call you
did
from
it.
now on. I'm gonna tell her. I'm gonna give you a number. Call my girl. She's got
Yes. So I did it for many, many years. And it was funny because every time I did an event, I took it on as if it was my own. They always gave me the space for creativity. So I
you.
kind of got to do what I wanted to do, which was the best part of it, right? Not to mention it was free. So, I mean, hello, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
who's gonna argue with that?
You'd be
But every
surprised.
but every time that I did an event, I always challenged myself.
Mm,
So if I did something super simple, the next time I got an opportunity, I did something a little bit more riskier.
mm,
So it's just the love of art,
hmm.
designing. And then what happened is that I got married. And when I got married, I decided that I wanted to do my floral arrangements myself.
Hmm.
And that was a showcase. So, most people were more concerned with who did my flowers opposed to me actually getting married,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
And it was so flattering. But I have to say too, I had to pat myself on the back and say, you did a great job. So I actually ended up getting two weddings from
From your own
there,
wedding. See there?
from my own wedding, yes. And I just became that lady that they don't even most people don't even know my name. They just call me the flower lady.
The flower lady. Hey, that works. So
Yeah.
I have two last questions for you. The first one
Yeah.
is when we're picking out flowers. Is there a flower? We talked about color, but is there something that we should stay away from? As far as, would you not give I wouldn't give a cactus, but what if mom liked the cactus? Would you give mom a cactus for Mother's Day?
Actually, you know what? Succulents are super popular.
Okay,
And succulents actually are in the same family with the cactus.
that's true.
So believe it or not, we do take special requests. That has been one that we have done. So we've done, a really nice dish with just succulents in it. And we actually did have a cactus in it as well.
Okay.
But to answer your question, the one flower that we kind of stay away from a little bit are the lilies, right? They're called stargazers.
Okay.
The reason why we stay away from stargazers just a little bit, unless obviously you're going to a professional florist where they know how to properly take care of stargazers.
Stargazers are tricky. Yep.
So, for example, this is a stargazer, right? But what happened is the pollen that kind of grows in here, we take it all out.
Yes.
So this way, as it blooms, especially if you're a person with allergies or smell, right? Although it's a really beautiful flower, we make sure that we clean it properly so that when you do get it, obviously you don't have any of those issues. But honestly, with Mother's Day, there's really no flowers that's off limit, because we not only come from a world of creativity, but in addition to that, we're dealing with so many different individuals. Like you said, one may like a cactus, one may like blue roses. Just that right there.
Just want to let you know that next week I'll introduce you to our new fitness coach, Julianne Williamson, and she's going to tell us how to be fit and fabulous. That's right. And then, of course, there'll be more interesting people doing interesting things in interesting places, and we'll tell you about it all here on Going Places. Until then, be blessed on your journey, and thanks for joining us. Take care.